This is exciting. Hello everyone, I am Third Mario Brother, and welcome back to Pokemon Emerald. In the last episode, we finished up some side questy loose end type of stuff, such as all the trick houses. In this episode, we are going to be checking out an area that we haven't seen very much of recently. We've been here once before, and this is the Sky Pillar, as you all know. But we haven't checked out this area since we awoke the mighty Rayquaza to quell the dispute between Groudon and Kyogre in Sutopolis City. So, this time around in this episode, we're going to be finding out what happened to Rayquaza and what happened to the Sky Pillar after that big old calamity. And whoa, it looks like things have changed significantly. Now, you're also going to notice that I have my Mach Bike equipped, and to do this part of the game, you are going to want just that. You're also going to want to get rid of as many HM slaves as you possibly can out of your party, because you're going to need some power for what we're going to find here. And, yeah, it looks like this place, because of maybe the natural disasters and the rain and the drought that was going on all at once, this place has suffered some property damage, and I'm sure if Rayquaza comes back here, he's going to be pretty angry about... Wow, I didn't even pick up enough speed. But yeah, Rayquaza is probably going to be pretty mad about all this, dude. But yes, this is the gimmick of the Sky Pillar after you awake Rayquaza for the first time. And whoa, second try, did it perfectly. This is the gimmick of the place afterward. You have to ride a Mach Bike over these cracks. You gotta go fast. And if you don't go fast enough, then you're too slow and you are not going to make it into these areas. And you have to fall into one of those cracks, so you have to sort of stop in the middle. But that finishes up the challenge of the Sky Pillar. And as always, you can find some high-level Pokemon here to train. So if you want to get a Pokemon to level 100 or something like that, and you just need somewhere to grind for experience, this is the place. But Repel's effect wore off, so we're not going to have to worry about that, because this legend right here is the only Pokemon we're worried about around here. Here it is, Rayquaza. This is it, everybody, the fight against the legendary Rayquaza, and look at this thing! It is so intimidating right off the bat, even if it's got those little T-Rex arms poking off of its body. This dragon means business, you can tell. He is not very happy that we came up and woke him up a second time. Plus, he is level 70. This guy does not mess around. We've got a level 70 Rayquaza on our hands, and I'm not even sure Dishwater is going to survive this hit. So, this thing's going to use Fly, and you might be asking yourself, Brian, why are you using Blizzard against a level... Oh, God, we missed. We're going to have to heal on this turn, or else we are dead. Go ahead and use that Hyper Potion to get Dishwater back up there to full health. Yeah, you are going to need to pack some serious power if you actually want to catch this Pokemon. Now, Dishwater is, of course, going to be slower than this thing, so I'm going to try to get off another Blizzard here real quick. And, oh, good, he missed. Oh, my God, I'm so lucky for that. But there we go. Use the Blizzard. And you might be asking yourself, why am I using an attack that this thing is quad weak to? Well, watch for yourself and see, young viewer. There we go. That did what, like 40%? And it's 4 times super effective against this thing. That is ridiculousness at its finest. Rayquaza, one of the most powerful Uber Pokemon of all time. And certainly one to be feared here in Pokemon Emerald, when your team is so underleveled that you can barely beat the normal trainers. And man, we've missed 2 Blizzards now. Come on with that. I suppose all we can do at this point is, I think we're gonna have to sack off Dishwater. We can try using a Double Edge or something like that, but yeah, Rayquaza is just gonna fly, and we're gonna get destroyed on this next turn. But we're gonna have to get off Paralysis as soon as possible so we can start chucking Ultra Balls at this thing. Yep, off screen, I bought a bunch of Ultra Balls just for this occasion. I didn't want to have quite all the trouble that I did with some of the Reggie Pokemon, so here we go. Once again, with a legendary battle against a legendary Pokemon. Rayquaza is genderless, so we can't use attract or anything like that. And he's gonna fly up high once again. Man. Hold on. Let's bring out the Baconator or something. Maybe he can survive a hit. I kind of hope he doesn't survive a hit. Maybe I should have just switched into Heretic or something like that, because all I want to do at this point is get up a Thunder Wave and then start... Okay, what are we gonna have to do here? What are we going to have to do to get up a Thunder Wave? Is Rayquaza faster than us? I kind of already forgot. I imagine it is faster than us. Even... Okay, it's using Rest, so it's going to sleep now, and we can do damage to it freely. This thing's moveset, I believe, is Outrage, Rest, Fly, and Extreme Speed. So, if you're low on health, it's going to use Extreme Speed. If it is low on health, it's going to use Rest. Otherwise, it's going to use the Devastating Fly and the Devastating Outrage to sort of take you out. Now, we have ourselves 40 Ultra Balls here. We do have a Master Ball, but I'm going to save that for just a little while. 40 Ultra Balls, though, maybe should get the job done. The thing in Pokemon Emerald with Rayquaza is that taking this thing's health down is so difficult. It's 30 levels above us at this point, but if you manage to catch it, you have beaten Pokemon Emerald. There's absolutely no question that you're going to be able to just sail through the rest of the game without any difficulties, because this thing is so gosh dang powerful. Even though it has the move Fly on it, and you should probably get that removed if you're actually planning to use it on your team. But you know what? Rayquaza, Fly or not, Rest or not, whatever its moveset's going to be, this thing is ridiculously strong. It hasn't even shaken whatever grammar in the Pokeball once yet. It's so ridiculous. And now he's not even asleep, and his HP is at full. Maybe I should use Thunder Wave or something. Oh, there's the Outrage. Bye, Shock. It was nice knowing you. Would you like to be buried or cremated? That Outrage, so powerful. What is it, 120 base power? 180 with stab, and then this level 70 Rayquaza just going ham on us. This is going to be ridiculous. I can already tell you guys that I'm going to have to reset several times in order to do this, and I'm not especially looking forward to it, but Rayquaza is so worth it. I love this Pokemon, one of my favorite legendaries of all time, and yeah, I may as well just get ready to reset here in a second, because he's kind of tearing through my team right now, and he's not going to stop using Outrage for quite some time. Oh, there he goes. He became confused. Maybe the mighty Rayquaza will spare us for one turn and allow us to live and throw maybe a couple of Ultra Balls at it. That would be nice, but he's not having it. He's not having it. Please punch yourself in the face with those little 3-talon T-Rex arms. Oh, there we go. Hurt yourself in confusion. And it didn't do all that much, so that doesn't really increase our chances. And the reason I'm not really trying to do any damage... Whoa. Okay. I was scared there for a minute. The reason I'm not doing any damage is because I already know I'm going to have to reset. So, there's going to be a lot of cutting in this episode, if you couldn't tell. Every time I throw an Ultra Ball, well, not every time, but a lot of the times I throw an Ultra Ball, I'll probably cut back to it to add to the suspense, but we're going to have to do some damage, and that's not going to get done with a Torkoal and, what else is alive in our party? A Heracross, because... I don't know, just not really the most suited Pokemon for stuff like that. Maybe with Ashley, we could start throwing smoke screens at it and live off of hacks. And I think that's what I'm going to do after I reset real quick. Okay, so later on in the battle, we have 6 smoke screens up on this Rayquaza. And now we have a Thunder Wave up on it as well. Plus, Shock is holding a Lax Incense, which increases your evasiveness by 5%, I think. So, we've paralyzed this thing. And all I can do at this point is rest its paralysis and damage off. How much is a Thunderbolt from our specially attacking Manectric going to do? Almost nothing, and whoa. Alright, he's just going to immediately go to sleep and kind of kick us in the face. What is that, Rayquaza? You had like 1 HP missing and you just had to rest it off. You had to undo all the progress that we worked so assiduously on. But you know what? Rayquaza does not mess around. He is not looking to get that sleek, slick green scales of his all scratched up and stuff. He's got to look good for the lady Rayquazas. Actually, it must be pretty lonely being a wild legendary Pokemon, because there's no companionship in your life. There's absolutely no way to ever have any friends unless you let yourself get caught. And yay, he missed with the Fly. Having 6 smoke screens up, I feel, is probably going to be the smartest way to go about this without having to reset too much. Otherwise, our team is just going to get annihilated all in one hit all the time. So, he used the extreme speed. Well, oh, Shock, I'm so sorry. You've been going through so much pain in this episode. You don't deserve it, man. But there we go. Shock is down. At least we got the paralysis up on this Rayquaza, so we don't have to worry too much about that. Maybe let's go out with Dishwater. I doubt we'll be faster than it, even with the paralysis, because, you know, 30 levels higher, and a freaking Rayquaza, and it has extreme speed. Oh, I was going to go for Blizzard, but I already used up all that PP. Well, may as well use the chance. Oh, yeah, let's use the Nest Ball that works better on weaker Pokemon. That's a good idea. This Rayquaza's so weak, man. I mean, can't just one-hit my entire team or anything. I mean, that'd just be silly. Let's go ahead, try some Ultra Balls. Probably nothing's going to happen. I guess I should use an Elixir or an Ether or something on Dishwater right now. I don't want to risk it, because if this thing makes contact, it's done. Dishwater's done, especially if it's wanting to use Outrage, which it looks like it is. Probably should have cleared out my inventory a little bit after picking up all those mail in the last episode, but I didn't get the chance to do that. And we don't have any ethers, so we're just going to go ahead and use an elixir on Dishwater. I know, not especially the most cost-effective way of using it. Oh, no! The outrage hits after we use the elixir. Seriously? How did I know that was going to happen? Well, there goes Dishwater, my friends. There goes Dishwater. Let's go ahead. We can't really do anything for a couple turns now unless these outrages start missing or the Parahax gets off or something like that, because there's just none of our Pokemon are going to be able to take this. Not our Ashley, not our Grumpig, nothing. None of our defensive walls can deal with the outrage right now. So let's just go ahead and heal up Dishwater, and yay, the outrage missed. So Rayquaza is going to become confused and hopefully punch itself in the face or like start chasing its tail or something ridiculous like that. There's a very, very, very low chance of it hitting us right now with 6 smoke screens up, the confusion, and the Parahax. So I'm just going to go ahead and hope that luck is on our side. Come on, man. All right, I hurt itself in confusion. Perfect. Now, let's try to get off that Blizzard. Try to get this thing's HP a little bit lower. Hopefully, it doesn't get to go for the rest, because that's super, super annoying. I have no idea how much PP rest has, but, oh my god, paralysis and that low of HP. Please, please punch yourself, Rayquaza. Okay, used outrage. Well, this is potentially bad for us because it's still confused. This next turn, it could kill itself now that I think about it. I might not be playing this as smart as humanly possible, but this thing could kill itself, but it could also just miss. So I'm praying for the miss right now, or the Parahax. That would be absolutely, absolutely beneficial to us right now. So, with the Ultra Ball, with the paralysis at low health, it doesn't even shake once. That is the power of Rayquaza. Oh my god. Okay, it missed. Perfect. And it became confused again, so now it's probably going to kill itself this next turn. God. But Rayquaza is worth all the struggling, man. I swear, this Pokemon is so cool, just design-wise, and it's raw power. Just imagine seeing this thing flying overhead in the sky. Always when I was younger, I thought Rayquaza was the coolest Pokemon. And so, I used it both on my single-player team and the competitive, I'm doing extremely, extremely dramatic air quotes right now, the competitive team I used to play against my friends, because we would always just mess around or whatever. I know we were just little kids, probably didn't know anything about the Pokemon metagame, but the fact that this thing is just so hyped up in Hoenn lore, the fact that it looks so cool, and the fact that it's so dang strong, I always had to use it, and I had the most ridiculous moveset on it. I had, like, I don't know, what was it? Hyper Beam, Blizzard, Earthquake, and Fire Blast? Or, it might have been Hyper Beam, Blizzard, Fire Blast, and Thunder, now that I think about it, because those are the ones that you can get easily from the Lily Cove department store. Because those are just, like, all the elements, man, aside from Earthquake in place of Hyper Beam. I could have had that, but Hyper Beam is just the power. It has Hyper in the name. It was the power on top of Rayquaza, and this thing just went to sleep. Of course it did. Wonderful. Well, how is our Dishwater doing? Is she feeling like waking up real quick and throwing up a couple blizzards against this guy? Because that's kind of what we need right now. Alright, here we go. This thing is asleep, and it's in super red health. So, this is about as high as our chances of catching this thing are going to get. Can we do it with the Ultra Ball? Rayquaza, please! I love you! I at least want an autograph! Didn't even shake. Didn't even shake! Too much power! Let's see, can we catch him while he's in the sky? Nope. Alright, will it work if I yell insults at him? It looks like you're wearing bright red lipstick on that face of yours, Rayquaza. Well, no. What, are you flying up so high because you're scared of me? Oh. My. No. Wow, Rayquaza, those are some sick bright yellow tan lines you got there, man. You look like someone glued a jet on the end of a garden hose, Rayquaza. I mean, God. New motto, kill him with kindness. Oh my god, that lipstick really brings out your eyes, Rayquaza. Have you been flossing? That one tooth at the end of your Sprite looks absolutely beautiful. Oh my gosh, you have got to tell me how to get your talons like that, girl. I love the yellow in your eyes. They're very charming and not jaundicey. Alright, serious update on the state of the battle real quick. I have 3 iron defenses, that's plus 6 defense up with Ashley, and Rayquaza's run out of PP on every single one of its moves. So the mighty Rayquaza right now, maybe I'll show it off real quick, is using the move Struggle. Not a very powerful move, and it's physical, so with the 3 iron defenses up... Oh my god! Oh my god! When I finally officially actually started explaining what was going on, I caught Rayquaza. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So neither compliments nor insults help your case, kids. Just make sure that you walk through life completely neutral, taking neither side, explaining only the very obvious things going on. But yeah, I guess that's one strategy is, if you paralyze it or put it to sleep and it keeps using rest or something like that, then just tank it until it runs out of PP, then get a really, really tanky Pokemon out front to tank the physical struggles and start chugging Ultra Balls at it, because that's exactly what I did. Either way, we caught the mighty Rayquaza. That's so awesome. Oh my god, I love this Pokemon so much. 23 feet long and a whopping 455.2 pounds of shredded dragon muscle and a little bit of lipstick. This is a Pokemon that flies endlessly in the ozone layer. It is said that it would descend to the ground if Kyogre and Groudon were to fight, and it did just that a couple episodes ago. It completely just terrified Groudon and Kyogre, came down, and just by yelling at them, "Oh, you crazy kids, stop your shenanigans before I have to get out the paddle," he separated two of the most powerful legendary beasts in the world. And so Rayquaza, even though he might not have a footprint in the Pokédex, is one of the most amazing Pokemon, one of my favorite legendaries of all time. My god. So let's give a nickname to this thing and completely demean it and remove any significance that I might have just attributed to it. In fact, let's go ahead and take the embarrassment just one little tiny step further. I have an idea for Rayquaza's nickname. He is going to be his true name, the name that his mother actually gave him. This is Raymond. This is Raymond. He's just an ordinary sky snake flying into the office every day, working 9 to 5, coming home to support his kids. This is Mr. Raymond, the dragon flying type, who happened to save the entire Hoenn region once, but was completely forgotten thereafter and secluded to a cubicle life for the rest of his days. Yes, Raymond, just the completely ordinary guy. Anyway, we just caught Rayquaza. I can't hold the enthusiasm back. I'm sorry. I can't go along with the completely normal Pokemon joke because this is not a completely normal Pokemon. This is the one. This is the one that broke up Groudon and Kyogre. This is the powerful, the mighty Rayquaza, and you cannot make a joke out of that. Mr. Raymond, normal and shy, awkward, and socially inept as you might be, I totally respect you, dude. You know, it would probably help a little bit if you would stop, you know, screaming at everybody that approached you. You could close your mouth, let them have their say, lower your talons, maybe sit down in a chair instead of coiling yourself in the air all the time and glowing your little lines on your body, and just have a listen to what other people have to say once in a while. And whoa, never mind. You don't get to listen to anybody, Raymond, because you have the most incredible stats ever. Look at that. I know he's like 30 levels above everything else that we have, but Look at the power, 224 attack. Nothing is going to survive any physical attack that you put on this thing. Nothing, especially if it's a stab move, but I believe Dragon was special in this game, so Rayquaza isn't quite as powerful as it could be, but Rayquaza is still an amazing Pokemon, and if you want to use it on your team to just completely sweep the entire rest of the game, by all means do it. You are going to have some fun doing so, because Rayquaza, not only super high attack, but super high special attack as well. Either way, we just caught the legendary Pokemon that is the mascot of this game, which means we have done something amazing in this episode of Pokemon Emerald, but that's going to have to do it for this episode, and next time we are going to be heading off toward the last city of the game, which, as you guys can see over here, is Evergrande or Evergrande City, and the home of the Pokemon League. With Rayquaza on our belt, I'm sure we can't lose, even though we're kind of not using him. He's just chilling in the PC, but he believes in us. Raymond is our good friend, and he does indeed believe that we can win. Either way, that's all going to be taking place on the next episode of Pokemon Emerald, so thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you guys then.